Okay, so for once during the daytime, I'm going to show you a little bit of some other stuff. So I'm not going to talk about the Lord of the Rings card games per se, but I'm going to talk about how to help out those people, those poor people that do not have access to foam core. Now, I never knew about foam core until I got into this hobby just a year ago or a year and a half ago, and then I suddenly discovered that foam core was the thing. Problem is, I can't find it. There's no shops. There's nothing here in this country, I think. What to do? Well, luckily it turns out that we have something else. We have something which is some kind of a foamy material. You can bend it a little bit. It's quite thick. Oh, you can't really see it here, but it's quite thick. You can get it in different colors. This is a thinner variant. So it's kind of a rubberish type of substance. So I have no idea what that's called in English, but it's commonly found in many hobby shops, at least here in Norway. So I picked up a little bit of that, and that's a distressful thing in itself. Grown-up man running around in hobby shops where all these women are trying to help out this poor lost soul. So, well, anyway, I did that. And the reason why I did that is that I wanted something, an insert for my games, for my card games. So the way I do it is that, and this is an example of one such card game, of course, is that I take this thinner variant, just a few millimeters, and I cut it out as thorough or as exactly as possible to fit into the box, the bottom of the box. Now the reason I do that is when I put the cards in, I don't want it to sort of slip on the cardboard, so this one will give it much more standing capability, it won't slip so fast. So I very thoroughly cut that out, and when I do that, of course it's very easy to cut, just, you know, cut it like that. Cuts very easily, and you can shape it however you like. So I just cut it out and I put it in the bottom of the box. Now I have to be really careful. You don't want any glitches here, because you put cards in, you put in this direction, and there's a glitch. That's not good, because that can bend your card. So be very careful when you make the cuts. But if you are so unlucky that you will get the glitch on one side, try to keep it on one side, so you can just put the cards in this direction. Okay, after that I take the thicker variant, this thick substance, and I cut it so that it will fit inside the box. This is actually cut for another game, so it doesn't fit exactly in this box. So you don't want this glitch here. You want it to be very tightly cut. Also this one, and you can measure first with your card so that you can see that you can get. Well, here you can get 3 rows of cards quite easily. So and then I just put on some double-sided tape, and I tape it to the bottom and on the sides, and it will end up something like this. So it's quite sturdy, it won't come out, and then I can put my cards in. So what I have in here is the base set, and I have the full Mirkwood cycle. I also have the 2 Hobbit expansions, the 2 Saga expansions, and you can see there's room for plenty more. I also did that for another game, which is this one, Arkham Horror, which is also notorious for all its cards. And this is the box in its full glory with all the cards. It's the base game, of course, and it is all the small expansions you can get. and one of the big box expansions, Dunwich Horror. In addition to, of course, Miskatonic Horror, which also comes with a ton of cards here. So when I will buy, and I say when I'll buy the two other big box expansions, Kingsport and Innsmouth, I'm figuring that I will put these cards in this direction instead, because then I think I can get two lanes of small cards in the same box. And this is what we saw before. This is what this insert is actually for, and I think that's okay. I can do that. Need to do something with the dividers, of course. So when I play, I just open up the box and I'm ready to go right off the box. No need to shuffle decks, no need to do anything. When you play and you get the location, you will just shuffle it. You will pick one, you read it, and you put it back in. Small shuffle, everything back in north side in this example. Finito. It's fun. It's great, really great. So if you don't have foam core, don't despair. At least if you can get this material, it's quite nice. You can also make other stuff. So I printed out, I went on BoardGameGeek and printed out the template for a dice tower. I just glued it together. There's toothpicks in here so that to make it sturdy, and well, it works perfectly. Absolutely fantastic. As always, you can leave comments in the YouTube commentary field below. I'm happy to hear from you all. Thank you, and bye bye.